All right. Aloha, ooh, that's loud. Aloha, my kako. A mahalo for all of you to braving the weather today and this rain. But I think we have a great show for you guys tonight. Just as a reminder, in the event of any emergencies, we're going to ask all the audience to calmly exit through the two back doors, and then the kids will exit through the two side doors. Okay? If you need to use the restroom, again, Wahine is on your right and Kane on your left. We ask at this time that you silence any cell phones or turn anything off, ringers that make noises, so we don't disrupt any of the performers. So, first of all, we want to start, of course, with our pule. So I'll be calling up Sarah Kao to give our pule.
E pule kako. Dear Heavenly Father, thank you for this day. Thank you for all you've given us. Thank you for everyone that could come and support us and listen to our performance. Please help us have a great rest of our night, and everyone can get home safely. In the name of Jesus Christ, amen.
All right, so again, you're all here for the culminating show of the year. The kids have been working very diligently this entire school year to prepare, build skills, and present their show for you today. So the group you see in front of you, again, is our beginning band. They started this year, I count like 10 months. I'm very proud of this group. They worked very, very hard this year, and I think we've gotten to get them to a very high level for a beginning group. That was also coupled because they had pretty good alaka'i that helped them throughout the year, and of course all the high schoolers that came to our band camps and provided kokua. So again, please enjoy the 7th grade beginning band. Again, if you look at the QR codes, that is how you'll be able to access the program. So please enjoy. Our next piece is called Clarigoran. As you can see, this is a section feature, putting the spotlight on our clarinet, so please enjoy. So this next piece is Into the Blue by Kate Nishimura, and a bunch of the kids got to participate in an honor band this year with the beginning honor band, and they said they really want to play it again and allow other kids to learn this song. It's a really neat song because this is one of the few women composers that is writing for band literature. So we want to make sure we represent our wahine as well. And so please enjoy Into the Blue. All right, so they made a believer out of me that we have Kanaka power in this school. So we're going to transition right now to our 8th grade, so give us a few minutes. Mahalo. All right. All right. So next up is our Papa Evalu band. Again, hopefully that you're going to hear that again as we go through the different bands, you'll hear just a little bit step up in the level of music that they play. And so, they're playing grade levels 1 and 2, and then they're playing between grade levels 2 and 3. And again, that's how we can see that there's progression. Band is definitely a skill that you work on and you hone that skill. And then, very fortunately Tuesday night, I got to go to the high school concert like I usually do. And it was so awesome to see. This was my first year that the senior class, when I first started, was my 6th graders, my babies 7 years ago. And so it was so awesome to see those kids on stage playing what they were playing, being able to accomplish what they've accomplished, and knowing that the skills that they built, starting hopefully in this program, is going to help them be successful later in life, either they're in college, in their workplace, or whatever not. Because again, as I tell the kids, band builds soft skills, or those skills like patience, the skills like kuleana and kulia. Right? Band is one of those great things that really hones those personal skills of that person, and it helps them to build their identities and to be just amazing people because they learn to work hard. Band is not easy. They make it look easy, but the kids work very hard, very diligently to do what they're doing today. So give them a hand. I just want to make sure that you guys all know that. And really, I just want to make sure you know that I know that the success of these kids is not only me, it's not only them, but it's you. We're one big ohana, and I really appreciate all the support that you guys have by bringing them to rehearsals, making sure they're there, making sure they have their equipment, and all those other good stuff. And I know that we're always working together for the success of these Kanaka because they're our future, and they're going to be amazing and our leaders and take us to places we've never been before. So, just like anyone else, we always have superheroes in life, and today, they're going to be the superheroes playing Spider-Man, No Way Home. I really want to point out our soloist here. So he's a beginner. Our other soloist that was supposed to be tonight couldn't make it, and he stepped up today, and he did an awesome job on that solo. So give him a hand, Jacob. Great job. Hope you heard that lower brass. So that gave a little bit of that bass. That's the brass in the basement that you heard. And then for our final number, we'll take you to that old great time. I don't know if you guys remember. I remember back in the day when they were soaring to the skies in Top Gun. Everyone remembers Top Gun? Parents, just raise you know, we're the same age, so you know. So please enjoy Danger Zone. All right, so give us a few minutes as we get to our final mass band numbers. We're going to call up our 7th graders up to the stage for our final 3 numbers. Come on down. All right, so the next piece that we're gonna play, again, we did it earlier in the year, but we also took this to Canada, and so this is one of the songs that we did. This is the last song that we're gonna do. This one is Amerlin. Again, this is anytime you play a slow piece of music, it's very challenging because it takes a lot of focus because it's not fast and exciting, right? And so to really use their ears and those skills, all the oral skills to play in tune and to stay together is very challenging on slow music. And I'm actually very proud of this song because again, it's a very tough song. And when they worked with the clinicians on that, the one thing that I kind of chuckled, he said, I could tell this is a very advanced group. And then after I told him, I said, I want to know half of these are beginners. He's like, really? Wow. Because again, the kids have been working so hard that it's pretty amazing that even these beginners are able to play music at this level. So again, please enjoy Amerlin, Jacob Dehan.
Aloha. Aloha. Har squayo, Kahua Dunton Queen Snot. Good day, my name is Kahua Dunton. The following video is from our recent Canada trip when Bob Baker, also known by the names of Saplek and Lanakila, performed 3 times the traditional Squamish folk tune Eagle Song or Skachta Spakos. And along with Wolf Song and Journey or Iayor Slalom at the Conbrio Festival. It's called Eagle Song because eagles, whether in an airy or circling prey or in communal roosts, have gatherings and communions just like us and conversations. And slalom means song, but it also translates to medicine. And it comes to people through experiences with the natural world. And before colonization began in what is now British Columbia, it must have been available and it must have been shared by so many more people. But then for a while, their songs and their healing were taken away by genocide and cultural erasure, but also by deforestation. And the same with how Western settlers treated our land, which holds the same significance, the same mana, to make way for ranching. So we're both nations recovering from generations of egregious erasure, but I hope that through this slalom and all of these beautiful mele, we can be brought together as with the great conversation of the Swakwus. Yostenamot hoigmathar iskachtas Swakwus.
Really looking forward to actually speaking with someone who's like fluent in the Squamish language.
Something that I look forward to in Canada is learning the differences that Hawaiians and Canadians have.
Something I'm hoping to experience is like what actually goes through like a non-native Hawaiian's perspective, because I'm excited to see like what kind of cultural preferences they have and how they view the world.
I want to learn and experience is playing with other bands and learning new things from different directors and stuff.
I use that the Hawaiians and Canadians share is respect. I say this because of the way they respect their Aina, and they know how the Aina will give back to them. Like the traditional customs could be like how they how we both paddle.
They like to express their culture just like us, and by like sharing it with other people and saying that we're not all behind the things they do to support their culture.
I have an opportunity of learning from all these great like teachers and professors that have taught music for like years and years.
Yeah.
I'd like to give a hand to our tech department with Kumu Cordero. I think Heaven, Riley, and Havele went on that trip. This is the first time that I invited the media tech to come with us because, as we're moving towards understanding and also being able to tell our mo'olelos, I wanted to make sure that there was someone there to document it. That is just an absolute snippet of what these keiki learned, I think, on that trip. All I can say is these types of experiences are going to be with them for a lifetime. Band is one of those experiences, one of those activities that is what we do. We learn these skills, we take those skills, and we take it out into the world to demonstrate, again, how amazing Oiwi and Kanaka are. And we go out there and we share aloha. And I think that's so important, and that's one of the few classes, I think, all the performing arts, that's that power to tell a story through their mele, to demonstrate their values through their performance. It's one of the most powerful things, I think, that a keiki can get. They can learn anything they want. If they want to learn something, they will learn it. But what we can do is provide them the experiences that they may never have ever gotten. And we never know what that experience might grow for them. And that's the reason why, again, Mr. Harris and myself are so keen on traveling. Not just because we like traveling. My family's there. They know I don't really like traveling. I travel for them. I take them on trips because I know that's a great experience and memories that they're going to have of their ohana. Same thing. When they went out there, the thing that made me the proudest wasn't the gold that they received. We didn't know. They received that highest award of gold for their performance. I think the moment that made me the proudest was on the very last day, we're going to our mass band. About 700 kids are all going in there, and we're going to play together, learn a song, and perform a mass band. And as I was going to the table to go grab the results, the ladies that were working there said, "Oh, I just want to tell you, your kids were so amazing. Your kids were so well behaved. They were so respectful." And again, as I told them, that's more important than the gold. When we go out there, and I told them, we are ambassadors of the Lahui. We're not just some school. We represent Kanaka from this aina, and that's why it's important. So give them a hand for being such amazing oiwi. Please enjoy Eagle Song. All right, so give us about 15 minutes. They all have to help Kokua. We have to set up for a show tomorrow, so we're gonna make sure that they all, before they leave, are gonna put the stands away, the chairs and the instruments before they change, and then they're gonna check out with those EAs. But again, thank you all so much. We look forward to another amazing year when we get back. Ahuyo.
Aloha. So my name is Junior. I'm the band president, and over here we have Konane. And so basically, I think it's around second quarter, Konane had the great idea of creating a little something for Mr. Kinoshita as a thank you. And so basically, we have a little video for him and some other things.
This close? Okay. Can everybody hear me good? As Junior already said, my name is Konane Kawaguchi, and I am one of the band vice presidents. The rest of the board is back there, behind the screen. Oh, right there. There we go. But the thing is, though, for those of you who don't know, tonight is actually the very last concert that the Papa Evalu Band will ever have as a Papa Evalu Band. So before we go ahead and play this video, I wanted to go over a couple quick little numbers that we put together. So over these past 2 years, Kinoshita has put a lot of his own personal time into us. If my math is correct, Kumu Kinoshita, you have spent exactly 76.5 hours worth of rehearsal with us. Now, fun fact about the rehearsals. If you look at the band list of events, the rehearsals don't start till 3. Kumu Kinoshita is off the job at 3:30. So after that, he's doing all of that voluntarily, all on his own, when he could have been doing, I don't know, going home to his family, spending time with his kids, all of that. But no, he spent that time to come in and work with us to be sure that we were successful in what we do. So give him a hand for that real fast. Now next number, concerts. What all those rehearsals put together to help to create. You have spent exactly 99 hours worth of your own time on concerts. Same thing goes, did that all voluntarily. In those 99 hours, who knows what he could have been doing? Eating dinner with his family, spending time with his kids. But nope, once again, he spent time with us being sure that we were able to do what we wanted to do as a band, because that's the guy he is. Give him a hand for that too. Now the very last number I would like to say. So we have the band camps every year. 7th grade year we had about 1. 8th grade year we had about 3. If we add that up, that comes out to exactly 187 hours. And most of those hours come from the Canada trip, by the way. But over those hours, all 187, he didn't have to be there. But yet, Kumu Kinoshita chose to take that time, put it aside, and be sure that could be put towards us. So while doing what we love, which is playing band, we can still, music, thanks for the correction, but he's making sure that we can still have fun playing music while still having fun doing other things. If you were able to go with Canada with us, you would have been able to see how much he was able to give to us in such a short amount of time. He was able to help us experience so much. So as a thank you for that, Kumu Kinoshita, if you guys don't know, Kumu Kinoshita has something called a forever shirt. And ever since 8th grade year, before he went to Canada, he's been wearing the same shirt since 2019. And only like April, he replaced it with ours. So Kumu Kinoshita, as the first half of your gift, wanted to gift you with a custom Class of Band 2028 shirt. Second half. This took a little bit more work, but this right here is another shirt with a Class of 2028 logo. But right here, I don't know if you guys can see it quite well, but this is every single signature of every person in the Papa Evalu Band. So this is another gift for you, Kumu Kinoshita. But now I think that's enough talking for me. Let's go ahead and play the videos.
Aloha Kumu, thank you so much for taking us on that amazing trip to Canada. It was so great seeing all of us. Everyone really cooperated in a good way, and I feel like we grew as musicians as well. Like, we sounded so good at the Cambrio Festival. Maybe that was everyone else. I couldn't tell. I don't know. Thank you.
Thank you so much for all the work you've done for us and all the time and patience you put into. I appreciate the patience you put into me and for all of us. Mahalo for all you do.
Thank you, Mr. Kaneshita. Even though I just started band this year, I learned a lot already, and I enjoy it more than I expected to this year. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Kinoshita, for helping me play good for you and getting better at the flute.
Thank you, Mr. Kinoshita, for bringing me on the trip. Mahalo.
Thank you, Mr. Kinoshita, for yelling at the top of your lungs to get me on track.
Aloha, Mr. Kaneshita. Thank you for everything that you've done for us. Thank you for believing in me.
Aloha, Mr. Kaneshita. Thank you so much for everything you have done for us this quarter and this year. And also a big mahalo for taking us on this trip and watching us. Thank you so much. Mahalo. Love you.
Aloha, Mr. Kinoshita. I really want to thank you for all that you've taught me this year. You've taught me not only as a band student, but also as a person. Mahalo.
Aloha, Mr. Kinoshita. First of all, I want to say mahalo to you for all the things you've done for us. You just always pushed me and you've taught me not to give up. I hope your future students also realize how important you are to us. Peace.
Thank you, Mr. Kinoshita, for planning the Canada trip for us.
Aloha Kinoshita. I just want to mahalo you for teaching my class. I know that we can be really difficult to teach. You made me want to keep doing band. And mahalo.
Aloha, Mr. Kinoshita. Mahalo for dealing with us this year, even though we have our strengths and weaknesses. Amen. Mahalo.
Aloha, Ms. Kinoshita. Mahalo for 2 whole years of a bunch of experiences, and thank you for keeping me in check. Mahalo.
Aloha, Mr. Kinoshita. Thank you for helping me throughout the year I've been in band, and I'm going to miss you next year. Mahalo.
Aloha, Kumu Kinoshita. Thank you for these past 2 or 3 years. I've had so many great memories. Honestly, in elementary, I didn't know what a French horn was until you put it in my hands and told me to play. Thank you so much for all the effort and sacrifices that you've made. I'm gonna miss you next year. Mahalo.
Hey, Mr. Kinoshita. Thank you for improving my band skills, and I'm gonna miss you next year, and I'll see you. Thank you.
Hey, aloha, Kumu Kinshita. Mahalo for all the time, work, and effort you put into us over these past 2 years. Mahalo.
Mahalo, Mr. Kinoshita.
Aloha, Mr. Kinoshita. Mahalo for everything that you have done for me. I really appreciate it.
Mahalo, Mr. Kinoshita, for being a good teacher. Thank you.
Aloha, Mr. Kinoshita. Mahalo for improving me on my journey to be a musician.
Thank you, Mr. Kinoshita, for being the GOAT and teaching us music. Thank you very much.
What's going on, Mr. Kinoshita? I'm trying to say thank you for taking my talents in band further. I'm gonna miss you next year. Don't think I'm gonna do band because you're not there. Thank you for these past 2 years.
Thank you.
Aloha, Mr. Kinoshita. Thank you for always supporting me and making sure that our Papa 8 succeeds. Mahalo.
Aloha, Mr. Kinoshita. Mahalo for teaching me all the things that you've taught me in band.
Okay, let's give a round of applause for all those people who were in that. Especially a round of applause to Heaven over there because she's the one who did it. She put all those together in her free time. Really helpful, mahalo. I mean, most of them didn't even know we were gonna put this together. They just thought they were making a thank you video. And so we just gotta mahalo everyone here. And once again, we just gotta, I mean, you heard how our band played today. Very awesome. Just absolutely on point. And I mean, we started okay, but having Mr. Kinoshita just like focus so much on our talents, helping us through this journey, not just in band, but also in our lives, giving us new perspectives, new ways of thinking, just giving us a better way to do things instead of just giving up, not being able to do things right. He helped us through that, and all of us want to mahalo him. So I'm gonna ask if everybody can please stand up and join me in mele mahalo. We're gonna do them 3 times.